Hey everybody, welcome back. Surprise here with another episode of Surprise Radio, special edition with an interview with the singer of Pump 5.
Sorry, brother, man. I thought we were doing video. I thought you had an intro going. What's up, guys? Hey,
Yeah,
Brett here. What's going on?
as you can all see, I'm having issues with my camera, but hopefully things are working the way they're supposed to, and if nothing else, I can just put the audio up.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm here for you. I can entertain them all, and if they just let me at it, that's all I gotta
Heck
say.
yeah. So how long has Pump 5 been making music, and how long have you been in the band?
So the band's been around for like 20 years, believe it or not. We've been touring all across the United States. We do a little Canada. It's been five like demos, three records. Um, we have been same members, other than one change in the 20 years. So it's pretty cool. We got a couple big hitters in the band, and we've always been really great live, good writers, a fun. We try to keep it light and positive, which nowadays, there's a couple things that don't happen. One is no one writes music anymore. And well, not completely, but it's a general rule. And it's not always very fun. So we try to keep that that good quality with a positive message, or at least not a negative message. And so I think that's kind of been our goal, and it's kept us going, man. And we do pretty good, we're still playing. So how bad can it really be? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one thing that Surprise Radio is all about, is finding people that still actually make music and putting that out there, because there's so much garbage to sift through that the radio wants to put in your ears when there's just so much real good music out there. And so that's why this is real exciting, and it's real awesome to find somebody that's been doing this for this long.
Dude, that's like I said, man, we're lifers. Obviously, I'm not a pup, but if I only knew what I know now, then shit, we probably wouldn't be talking. You'd probably be watching me on TV or something. But at the end of the day, dude, I think that it's been our path, it's been our journey, our destiny, and our journey, and I think we're better than we've ever been. And we get to go out on tour here in a few months, and it's going to be great. So we got a new kickoff in April. So I'm very excited.
And you are an original member?
I am.
Okay.
I actually am one of the two that started it. Yep.
And
So,
I
yeah.
did feature y'all on my feature video this week. It got a couple of copyright blocks, so we'll see how long it actually stays up. But if I have to trim some out, you actually didn't get blocked, so if nothing else, you'll be in it. But when I was talking about you, I did notice that you're all definitely veterans on your instruments. You can tell that you guys know what you're doing and know how to get the most out of them, especially your solos. Your bass player knows how to take over the fills. And have you heard yet that you sound a bit like Dee Snider?
That's the first time.
Really? I got a
Yeah, I
lot of
get a
Twisted
lot of I
Sister.
get Robin Zander a
Hmm.
lot.
I got a
But
lot of Twisted
I love
Sister when I
Dee
was listening
Snider.
to it.
I love Dee Snider, bro. He's like, come on. We actually had a sit-in drummer. Our drummer got hurt. We had a guy sit in with us, and he was playing with Dee Snider, and I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I,
very.
I want to play with Dee Snider, bro. But yeah, no, that's great. I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's got a very unique, powerful voice for metal, and so that's definitely
Yeah,
only a
yeah.
compliment.
Right on, brother. What video did you feature, or do you remember?
It was Make Me.
Yeah, nice. That's off the new record. So
Hmm.
I'm pretty stoked about that. Comes out next spring.
Around the time the tour starts, you thinking?
We're hoping. But it's a
You never
process.
know. I do know
Well,
it's a process.
it's a process, man. And we self-finance. We're independent. We've been signed, I could tell you, 7, 8 record deals, but they're all bullshit. And so we're independent. And we put out, vinyls, and we put out, cassettes, and we're merch monsters.
Well, that's the best way to support the bands. Is you can go see all the cheap shows you want. Half the time, what you're paying for is the venue anyway. You would to
Right,
help
right,
the
right.
artists. You buy the merch and you wear the t-shirts and you get people to listen, and that's how you help.
That's it, brother. And at the end of the day, when the show's over, you're forgotten within 15 minutes. But if you buy one of these, you remember it forever.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And I can't tell you, I went and saw Flyleaf years ago, and there's the band that opened for him standing outside with free CDs, willing to sign them. And I still listen to the CDs to this day because it was really good music.
There you go. Right? You never know, man. I mean, at the end of the day, some of the people we run across, bro, on the road it's amazing. It really is, dude. There's a lot of talent out there. It's a tough business. You
It
gotta
is.
you gotta be willing to stab yourself in the ear with an ice pick and smile. But hey, you gotta love it. That's for sure. If you don't do this business without loving it. And we have to be good at it too. So it's just a bonus.
Absolutely.
We're blessed, bro. No doubt. Very happy.
So do you have any sponsors that you want to shout out?
My drummer has Thai drums. That's the big sponsor that we use. I don't personally. We've been connected with some sponsors, but we're completely free of all contracts at the moment. So, man, we're freelance, and PUMP5 is the sponsor that we want to touch base and push. The YouTube channel, PUMP5 at PUMP5 YouTube, of course. That's where you can find all the videos. And of course, you go to PUMP5 band.com, and that's our merch. So merch is like you said, man. You said it. People don't get it. It's an expensive business. You know what I mean? So sell merch. You make some for showing up. You make some here. You make some there. But to pull a band out on the road for 2 weeks, you'd be surprised the actual cost. So merch is the way to go.
And as always, I always link the website, the Spotify, and the YouTube in the comments, like I will for this video. So if you're interested in finding out more about them, that information is. I'm pointing like anybody can see me. Thank you for pointing for me.
I'm doing it too.
The info is right down there, and you might like the song on Spotify. I can promise you the artist is not making money off of Spotify. You got to buy that CD. You got to get it, and you never know how long digital is going to last anyway, but a CD is forever. Vinyl's forever. So
that's it, man. And the cool thing is cassette's coming back. So we're going to put the first record on cassette.
Yeah, a band that I've been that I really like that's very, very young put out a cassette. I was very surprised at that.
Yeah, so we have so that's what our next goal is. I want to do 8-track. People don't even know what that is, but I can't find a manufacturer yet that'll even.
I'm not young. I know what 8-track is.
Yeah. Whoa, hey man, I can't see you. You look.
I know. I keep forgetting that. I am 43.
A camera with a line through it. That's what you look like to me.
I'm 43. I'm about middle of the pack. So.
Hey man, you're a puppy. Come on.
I know it.
I'll send you a picture. I'll show you a picture of what you look like to me.
That's actually an improvement. I'm not gonna lie, it's an improvement. So we'll take it
for all the people out there. So this is what I'm looking at. All right, there you go.
So do you have a favorite song to sing, or do you have a favorite song to play live? Because I know sometimes your favorite song to sing isn't always the hit song to play live.
Oh, that's a good question. I love them all. Probably live when Gary Met God is a great one, or the last song is brilliant too. I really, really like the live power ballad kind of songs that we do live. They just seem to come across the best. And also they probably mean a little bit more to me. So for that reason, I think that I would have to go with Today. Tomorrow might be different, but I'd say last song, if I could say a song today.
And so you said you have a tour coming out or starting around April time. You might be able to get your CD out around then. Can you give us any information about that, where you might be starting or going?
Yeah, I know it's Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee.
Okay. So y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, we already have I think they have 7 of the shows booked, but I'm not there's nothing to put out. I'll put them on probably mid next month, January-ish, when it's full.
So you'll be posting that on all your socials.
Yeah, we put it out because I always like to wait till contracts are in.
Of course.
Man, you know how it is.
Oh yeah, you've got to.
Fly by night business, you know what I mean?
You've got to. Do you have a favorite tour or maybe like a venue that you've played?
Yeah, we did this place in Canada, the Vault, and I believe it was Ontario, and it was middle of the week. We were out with a couple other bands, and it just had they were just the thing about Canada. They're much like the Midwest. I'm on the West Coast, so
Mhm.
the Midwest, man, they are hungry and love music, original music, any music, but original music, man. And that's how it is in Canada. And I didn't really know that. So the first time was, um, it was cool to go in the middle of the week. I believe it was late April, early May, so it was still cold there, a little bit.
Mhm.
And people came out, and it's like they thought it was summertime. I thought it was cold, but they thought it
Yeah,
was summer. It was great, man. They just positive and just music lovers want to know more. So I think that was one of my favorite ones in the last couple of years. So I'm hoping to be able to change that statement here when we talk again in May.
absolutely.
I know May, man, when we talk again, and I could tell you about, Arkansas
There you
or
go. And I'm actually in Texas, so I might be close enough to come
I
catch you.
actually have a couple of dates already booked, but I'll send you those.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah, so yep, we're about
Um,
Texas.
do you have a dream tour that you'd want to go, or a dream tour mate, I should say, that you would want to go with?
It's pretty easy for me, man. Cheap Trick.
There you go.
That's it for me. I mean, it's really that simple, that quick, that positive. Robin Zander, God. That's his initials, in case you didn't know. Um, Singer for Cheap Trick. For me, it's a lifelong. Um, I mean, I love a lot of bands, but for whatever reason, because of the struggle that they had early, and the fact that they've been around and still are around, by the way, and sound amazing. Uh, it's great. It's a cool style of, I don't think they have any negative. It's not necessarily super rah positive, but it's great rock. And they have tons of records. And I just like the vibe they put out. Very rock and roll, man. You know what I mean? A rock band, true rock band.
I call it party rock.
Yeah, man, they are. They definitely
It's
bring
just
the
for good
party.
music.
It is, and everybody's smiling. You know what I mean? It's great when you go to a show, people smile,
Yeah,
and they're not
absolutely.
trying to punch other people or whatever. Which whatever, if that's what you like, no big deal. But for me, when you're feeling good, smoking and drinking, whatever your thing is, and you're smiling and having a great time, that's success. So maybe not financially, but I mean, those guys even struggled. I mean, they're doing great now. I mean, they always did, but the resurgence of rock really helped all the older bands that still
Oh
stuck
yeah,
it.
that's true. That's true. All the
And the
I know that
feather,
that arena tour that all the big bands did last year. They took
right?
Classless Act with them, which was really cool. I thought that was cool.
Right?
I don't know if you've heard Classless Act, but they've got an old school vibe.
They do, man. I follow them
Okay.
Instagram. So they're full of energy.
Yeah, they are. Exactly. A lot like that party rock we were just talking about.
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, that's a great, yeah, that, 10 years ago, you couldn't have sold that tour.
That's right.
Now,
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? So I mean, it's a good time. It's a good time. Coming out of the dark 2 years, music and everyone had overall life. Uh,
Hmm.
it's like crazy how many venues have popped back up because a lot of them disappeared.
They
You
had to,
couldn't
yeah.
couldn't find middle of the week shows. It was crazy. So very, I mean, like I said, we're lucky, and we don't take anything for granted.
Yeah, if anything, the last couple of years definitely taught a lot of people not to take that for granted, how to be
Right.
smarter about doing it and things like that. So, is there a cover that you do live or that you would like to do? Do you stay away from them?
So from what I said in the past few minutes, if you had to guess what cover we do, what band
um,
would you throw out there? I mean, I'm just saying.
Temple of the Dog.
No,
No.
brother. It would be
Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick.
Absolutely.
Yes, I knew you know that. Yeah, we do Auf Wiedersehen. The last song we have for, I don't know, the last 10 tours. It's the last song we do.
Is it always a live thing? You only do them live. You don't record them.
Only live. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about putting it on this record. Uh, but nobody wanted to do it. We've never put a cover on yet, and everybody wants to stay full original, even though
Absolutely.
that it's a true tribute to a true, rock band that
And
are
an inspiration.
rock stars. Yeah, so not just us, but many people, but
Mhm.
maybe even more now than ever. So they stuck around long enough to maybe be immortalized. You know what I mean? Because they were probably a little underground as far as 15 years ago, even. But now people are like, I think it's just great. So yeah, man, Cheap Trick, anytime we can do, but we do Auf Wiedersehen, which is, hello, goodbye.
I keep nodding to you because the way Zoom works, if I talk, it switches to my camera, but you can't see my camera, so that's
No,
not a thing right
no,
now, is it?
no, your camera doesn't move, bro. It's like
Oh
this.
man, what a mess this thing has become. And I would ask you about your influences and heroes, but I'm going to guess that answer is also Cheap Trick. Well, anybody else though that you influence or that you maybe steal something from on stage or anything like that?
Oh yeah, right. That's a great one. I'm a I love all new rock as well. I mean, Lit's been not necessarily an influence, but uh, I guess so. They would be an influence. We were at the same time. We're in the arena at the same time, but I always looked up to them, and so their live performances are great as well. You know what I mean? Of course, dude, I go all the way back Led Zeppelin. As far as music, I mean, if you can get anywhere near Led Zeppelin, you're like, but the Beatles, of course, as far as writers, there's nothing ever going to be better than them.
Yeah, they're
You
one
know
of my
what I mean?
favorites of all
But I
time,
like
the Beatles.
Right. Oasis is a great band. The brothers, and I just from Europe, and they're not really doing a lot right now, but they have a couple of the greatest songs ever. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I love original music, and I pretty much don't dislike any original music. I may not be my style, may
Yeah,
not be my alley, but
yeah.
I can respect it.
And that's
And
that's a lot of what I do on the show. If I'm being completely honest, there's at least a third of the songs that I feature that I really don't care for
sure,
as far as my style of music. But radio's not about what I like. It's about putting real music out there and
that's
hoping that it touches somebody.
that's
Uh,
it, my friend. That's it. That is so true. And I think it's a message that been getting lost the last decade or so. The original music message, because people found that it's easier to do other people's music that's put their life, their blood, sweat, and tears in. You know what I mean? And then they're supported by the venues who are paying them these outrageous numbers to be in these tribute bands, outrageous amounts of money to go be other
Someone
people.
else.
I mean, look, man, I'm not here to bash anyone, but I am here to promote original writing and music. That if I can,
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't
yeah,
you don't have to take a shot at somebody to promote what you
nope,
believe in, and,
that's
and that's
correct.
not what you're doing. You're just promoting what you believe in. And I do the same thing.
Copy. That's why I read a little bit about your thing and I was like, gosh, that'd be good. That'd be a good avenue for us. I think that's kind of like the same avenue you're on.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just a community. I feel like the whole independent scene has really become a community to really help each other out and look out for each other. And anybody that says that they're going to do that and doesn't, it's real easy to pick them out and distance yourself or anything like that. So that's one beauty of the independent scene is being able to see real and find the real
Yeah.
music out there, the real people out there.
Yeah, man. And it's so convoluted with, positions, political positions and religious positions. And we try to stay away from that. Sure, we have our own, but you know what? Even in the band, we slightly, have different, but we don't, that doesn't matter. The music is supposed to be the healer, the big band-aid, right?
That's right.
That's what it's supposed to be. And so we try to stay on that avenue and hope that that's where we're at. We did another podcast that kind of had an agenda. And I was like, I stayed neutral through the whole thing, and they asked us back, and I just couldn't do it. Not because I didn't like the people, thought their people were great, but I didn't want to give the wrong impression to someone
Well,
about us.
and we
Which,
also live in an age where things are taken clipped and taken out of context so badly that You know, you could
Right.
never explain again what you were trying to do. That wouldn't be heard.
Right. And I don't ever want to alienate anyone. That's where
Absolutely, yeah.
whether it be something I agree with or not. Hey man, you know,
I
we're
agree. I agree
we're not
completely.
closed-minded people. Good. I think that's why I think we're on the same street, man.
Well, I think that unless you have anything else you want to promote, I think that that's pretty much where we're going to come to a close. Did you have anything else you wanted to promote or?
No, man, I just think that supporting the local music, the local original music, and I think that everybody needs to push to learn an instrument and write
Absolutely.
songs, whether it's you write it in your bedroom, your living room, and maybe you never play it, but writing I think, is the key. And if you think about all the people that you listen to, that's where they started, and you could be them. That's what I think the message is.
You're never too old to get started. You're never too young to get started. If
Nope.
you have a passion, go for it.
Yes, sir. I agree with that. I think that's a good way to leave it. What do you think, boss?
I think so. I sure do appreciate you joining me. Thank you so
Yes,
much
sir.
for coming on, and I look forward to seeing where we go from here with the tour and catch up
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And I will
next
hit you with
summer.
those Texas dates too. So,
Absolutely. All right. It's
all
good to
right.
talk to you.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Peace and love.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yes.